and then you can just have all the exercises there. Because I don't expect you to remember past one.
Thank you very much.
And I don't mean that because of anything to do with you. I mean, after I say 3 moves, after that it's going to be very impossible to remember more. So Michelle's kindly going to video for us, and I'll have it on the YouTube channel for you. Also, I sent a link of the exact poses that I'm going to teach you, and I'm going to follow it on my computer so that you have that order. Because of course I'm going to be talking in between. So if you want the link of the poses, of the exercises, the stretches that we're going to do, you're going to have the link as well, because that'll just have it straight up here, suppose, in case you want just that, you know. So then it's quicker. So hello, thank you for taking care of your bodies today. I'm happily here because of my housemate John. So he got me here, and I love to hear what you guys need as far as the body, because I'm extremely happy about having a body. I think it's an incredible life to be able to move, and to move in a lot of different ways, move your body in a lot of different planes, because we tend to just get very, very learned in certain pathways, and unfortunately that creates overuse. It actually reduces what the other pathways can do, right? So imagine if you always lifted your arm this way, it would be really difficult to go back. So I'm going to talk about that today, about how to keep up your range of motion. So range of motion is this. So this is range of motion. And the more the fascia, which is on top of the muscle, the more blood supply that it has, the greater your range of motion. Does the word fascia mean much?
I don't know what it means.
Okay, perfect. So, you know how a lot of people are doing that red light therapy? Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, I've read about that.
Yeah, so a lot of people are doing red light therapy because it brings more circulation to the skin. And they're actually doing it for injury and for wrinkles. So I noticed this morning there was an ad for red light therapy, and you put it on your face. It's a mask with red lights.
Oh, really?
And what that does is it increases the blood flow to the fascia. So the fascia is all over everything, and I want you to think of it as your,
We don't hear you back here.
oh, sorry, okay. I'll turn. I'm just gonna get a note that I wanna say specifically
I know there's fun people over there, but
about the fascia. So if I sit here and speak loud, does that help? Okay, thank you. So the fascia is considered our packing material. So, you know, just imagine that you just got a package from Amazon on your front deck, and you open it up and you just take off the packaging, right? You don't keep the packaging. Well, it was the same when I was in university. We didn't look at the packaging. So imagine we're in a laboratory and we're with a cadaver. So we're actually looking at a body, and we're looking at the muscles and the bones. We move the fascia, we cut it, and we move it aside because we want to look at the muscle. So the fascia is on top of everything, and it's our packaging. Now, if you get an X-ray done, or an MRI, or a CAT scan, it doesn't measure the fascia. It only measures the muscles underneath the fascia and the bones, so musculoskeletal system. So what we really need to do is move the packaging that's on top of the muscles and on top of the bones in order to have effective blood circulation, in order to have good stimulation of the fascia. The fascia, if it's tight, it's kind of like shrink wrap, you know, that's really sucked around the meat package that's in your freezer. So that shrink wrap tightness reduces the blood flow. If the fascia is more like saran wrap, that's just covering over a plate, that's how it's supposed to be. It's tight enough that it's holding you in place, it's packaging, but it isn't pulling you into place. So if this is my fascia in my shoulder, and I go like this, it's gonna pull the shoulder down, and I'm gonna have reduced range of motion. So we're attempting to get the fascia to be as expanded and as stretched in all directions, so that the muscles underneath the fascia and the bones can have greater range of motion and greater mobility, basically. So we're here to experience mobility. And how often would we want to stretch or do yoga? How often?
every other day.
Yes,
David. What's
could, yes. So, you know, I'm an advocate for 6 days a week. If we can go up to 6 days a week, and yes, that's also helpful too. If we did it just every other day, that would help us, of course. It's just that, and this is kind of the hard news, flexibility reduces in 12 hours, which is like, it just seems unfair. However, if you do this and you increase your range of motion to here, and now you have that range of motion, you'll keep that benchmark, you'll keep that starting point. But maybe it'll take 2 weeks to lose it because you go to vacation to Mexico. So you really want to keep up daily stretches if you can. It's really important. Pain. A lot of people don't talk about pain and how hard it is to stretch when it hurts. There's healthy pain, like really it's working, and it's stretching your low back, and then there's the grab, that hard pain, which is unhealthy. How many people have a sense of healthy pain, like good for you pain? Just to raise your hands. That's pretty decent. Okay. So I'm going to help you understand healthy pain. It means that you're stretching past what your body can do, and you're creating an adaptation. So the body's going a little bit further than what it's used to. That's good. That's really good. It's kind of like learning a new word, and now you have an expanded vocabulary, and then you see that word in a book or you hear it that day because you have more bandwidth of understanding of another word. And that's what it's like in the tissue. The more you use the fascia, the tissue, the more you have working for you. So it's like when you go to step, you feel more of your body is alive rather than just your calf. Okay? So we're going to help to wake up all the areas of the body. So, and I love this chair because I think somebody who had a cat sat here. So I feel like I have a cat with me because there's all kinds of cat hairs. So the other thing I just want to mention, just a fun fact, is that fascia has 6 to 10 times the amount of blood supply as a muscle. So that means that the packaging on top, if you increase the blood flow, you're going to bring the blood flow to the muscles. So it's really important to lengthen because you'll have more blood flow to your muscles and to your body. So it'll be easier, better movement. Okay? How many people like to stretch?
I just wanted to elaborate on what you were saying about frequency of stretching.
Yes, good.
I think it's really important. We stretch every morning before we get out of bed. It's bed stretching.
That's the best, yeah.
Which is really important, I think, for people of advanced age.
Yes.
And it's so easy to do it. Before you get up, it takes like 60 seconds. Just stretch your entire body.
Perfect.
It changes your whole day.
Perfect. Could you show us the stretches that you do in bed? I know you're upright, but could you show us some of the stretches you do in bed?
Yeah, I lift these one at a time, and I can feel it here, of course, feel it both. And this, I do the opposite. Instead of sticking that, I pull it tight, and that really helps. Do ankles, work my way up. Don't do much for the hips because all my weight's on my hips there. And then I start with the upper body. And I do some of these. And then you take over and you do your things in the morning.
I used to.
She doesn't want to show.
No show and tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Show and tell.
Thank you very much. What's your name?
My name is Josie.
Josie. Thank you for that. Can I add to it?
Can you write?
Can I add to it?
Yes.
Add.
Please do, please do.
Okay. So you said for the legs, you didn't have anything for the hips. So you did this. You could do clamshell.
Oh,
That'll get the outside hip. Okay. And then you can bend your knees, press your feet down. Again, this will be on the video. And you can do the bridge.
I do that.
Okay,
excellent.
good. I thought you might. So that'll get that range of motion. Yeah, and actually it's neat you said that because I have a workout buddy and we were working out Saturday morning and he has hip problems and he's super fit, like think of the front of the magazine kind of guy. He's super fit and he does that in the morning. He does the clamshell for his arthritis in his hips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it is really good. Get the blood into the area before you step onto the floor to get all those areas of your body working. Yes? Dave?
I know what you're talking about, but also can the condition of your bed affect your back and your hips and everything?
The condition of your
Bed.
Oh.
If the bed's like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the mattress is
The
relevant.
mattress.
The mattress is relevant, yeah. Yeah.
I
Okay.
also stick my legs in the air.
You stick your legs in
Well,
there.
one at a time,
Yeah.
and then brush down towards the lymph.
Good,
And
yeah.
A lot of people have the Baker's cyst or something like that,
Yeah.
and I reduced it to almost nothing.
Good
Yeah.
for you. In how much time, do you know? Ish?
Oh, couple of years.
Couple years. Okay, good. So just for the video purpose, you do this kind of thing, like brush down.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Brush down.
We
Yeah.
can do
On
that.
the stomach, yeah.
That looks easy.
And then like this.
Oh. Wow. It looks easy.
Okay, that's good.
Oh.
Okay, are we ready to start? Sure. Okay.
What? Absolutely.
So you can be in the chair. We're starting officially chair yoga. And this would be like if you were in a chair yoga class. And you can have your feet just flat on the floor. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah? Can you hear me?
mostly, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll keep projecting. So you start with, oh, I like your socks. Okay. So you start with your feet flat, and the first thing, and I'm going to show you from the side, is to do a arc of the back, if that's okay. So here's the bum bones. They're what you're sitting on, and it doesn't matter what your size is, whether you're voluptuous or not. It's right at the bottom of the bum, and you're going to tilt off of that, basically. And then, and your chest is really high, so kind of think of being fish hooked on the chest and pulling up like this, and arcing the back forward. Yeah, and then from there, you cat round. So the chin will drop, and you're going to pull the core into the back. So, like so. And then you come up again. Can you feel some stimulation in the middle of the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So you can do this throughout the day. Did you know the worst thing that we ever heard as a child was 2 words?
Sit up straight.
Sit straight.
Yeah, sit straight, sit still. So a child
Tells me that.
in grade 1, now it's senior kindergarten, when they have a full day of school and they learn to sit still, their physical fitness level goes down 50% in that year because they learn to sit still and they're used to being really active. So sitting still is just about the worst thing you can do. So you could be sitting and you're not into getting up, and you can do this. So you can do your cat round and do your tilt up. It's called a dog tilt, but that doesn't matter. So just a cat round and up. Yeah, great. So that's your start. Now, breathing. The breathing is always in and out through the nose. I know a lot of people might be mouth breathers and they might exhale through the mouth. That's okay. It's just make sure that the inhale is through the nose, always through the nose, okay? Why do we breathe through the nose? Any interest in that?
Goes into the brain.
That's a good point. There are olfactory organs in the back of the nostrils that are closer to the brainstem. Also, so there's more of a relaxation response. So you're more relaxed when you breathe in and out through the nose. And the nervous system will be more relaxed, and that's sending all messages to all of the firing of the muscles. And you get to 10 to 15% more oxygen, 10 to 15% more oxygen, breathing in and out through the nose. Did anybody by chance read the book Breath?
What?
Breath? Anybody by chance read the book Breath? This journalist, he was a journalist, set out and studied the breath for, oh gosh, I forget how long. And he sealed his nostrils. He sealed them. So he had some kind of,
Blockage.
yeah, he put like, almost like a surgery, not closed his nostrils, but he had, I forget the material that stuffed his nose, and he for a month, he didn't breathe through his nose.
Wow.
And then he documented all the illnesses that he developed. I mean, it was extensive. So the breathing in and out through the nose is very important. How many people are mouth breathers? Many people are mouth breathers.
I have a lot of sinus problems, so sinus.
Yes, yes,
With my sleep apnea, breathing with my mouth eventually.
yes. If you can practice a little bit of mouth breathing and like consciously, you could just put your hand over your mouth, even if you practice for a minute, just to help keep what's left open, so that those pathways stay more open. So mouth breathing is the worst.
To keep your mouth closed when you're asleep.
Yes, there you have no control. Yes.
Don't they say in through the nose, out through the mouth?
Yes, they do, and we're gonna do both. We're gonna do both. Yeah, so we're gonna breathe in and out through the nose.
I was just gonna say, when I meditate in the morning, I find the best is deeply and slowly in through the nose and then slowly out through the mouth.
Perfect.
Instantly relaxed.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so breathing in through the nose in the meditation and out through the nose. Okay. So then the next pose we do is, and I have a shoulder injury, so I'm gonna do everything with one arm. You're gonna take both arms up and lift and look up. Now, when you look up, you actually lengthen the spine. And this is straight from osteopathy. When you look up, you really lift your spine. And then you're gonna come forward, both arms forward and come down. And then you breathe in, come up. Inhale, big inhale through the nose, of course. Look up. And then exhale and fold forward. Really good. Excellent. And breathe in, come up, lift, open through the chest, both arms, of course. Exhale, fold. Okay, good.
That was
And then
simple.
come on back up.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
That was good, yeah.
Good,
Okay.
very good.
A lot of surgery.
Yeah. Did you, okay, could you do one arm instead?
Well, this, I've had surgery on it, so.
Could you? Okay, so
Whatever
then,
you just.
yes, just go to the range of motion that the body's giving you. Yep, yep. Because even just the fold will help the stretch in the low back. Yeah, so you can do this without using the arm, just as I did as I'm resting this side, so you could just do that. Yeah. And I'm staying with the video that I'm going to send you, the other one, which is the, as I said, the link. And then when you come forward, you can have your feet apart, and you're going to inhale, and then pivot forward, and take the hands on either side, let your head drop. And just a forward fold.
Oh.
And you let the head fall. Yep. And maybe the hands, it doesn't matter, maybe the hands get to the floor. It's irrelevant. It's really more just, can you stay down there and pull the belly, the core in on the exhale? That's the strongest thing to do.
Oh,
Yeah, and then come on back up.
that's hard to do after eating.
Yes, oh yeah. Just about, we're doing it at just about the worst time.
Right?
Yeah, this could be nasty. Okay, so here again, you don't feel like going for a walk or doing your exercises today because you don't have the energy. You do this, right? So you
Excellent,
come
yeah.
forward
That's a good
and then
idea.
breathe
Yeah,
in,
I
come
like
up.
that, yeah.
Okay, so where did you feel the activation, the stretch, or the stimulation? Where did you feel it?
I'm gonna remember this one.
There?
So easy.
Backs of the legs, yeah, so hamstrings are getting a stretch. Okay, really good. Okay, that's great.
Oh, right.
I don't feel it on my hands.
I like
Yeah,
this one.
okay. Yeah, it just depends where the places in the body are not used to lengthening, where the
Feel it in
tension
my
is.
hips.
Yeah, okay,
Oh,
yeah, okay, that's really good. And then the next one, oh, let me just make sure I do it in the order that I'm gonna give it to you. Yeah, so the next one, again, I'm doing this one-armed. You're going to turn, and first I'll demonstrate. Your feet are, actually, yeah, we'll have your feet pretty close. You're gonna take your right arm back, and it's gonna turn you like a frame. Now, if you can really lift from, again, those bones that are going right down into the chair.
Oh, I can feel it in my
Good,
arms.
okay. And then you're gonna come forward. I'm gonna be gentle. I don't think I'll come down. I'm gonna listen to my shoulder. Oh, I'll come down. And then,
Take it all the way
yeah,
down.
and then, yeah, and you take that left hand down and you're looking to the right and that right shoulder comes back.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
It looks so easy the way she.
Did I kill anybody? Okay, beautiful. And then, whoops, I'm gonna keep that shoulder down, and then exactly like this. So we come forward, the left arm comes back, your right hand comes to where it comes, and looking to the left, the chin is in slightly, because you don't have to lift the chin. That'll actually give you the stretch in through the neck. Please show off, yes. And then coming down, and then you come on back up. What do you think? Yes, yes, remember to breathe. Any comments?
Hallelujah.
Ouch. Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
It loosens up everything.
Yeah. You know what? I like that one the best. I really like that so far. So again, in yoga, in all, oops, I am going to rest the shoulder again. In all of yoga, you're not trying to be like a dancer and be all poised and like really lifted, you know, like this. You're actually attempting to be long. If you're long in here, you have space for the diaphragm. And the diaphragm, when you breathe in, has space to bellow down. But you're not stiff. So it's, again, it's not aesthetic, it's not presentation. It's actually length for the breath to be fuller. So that in and out breath is fuller. And where is the diaphragm, by the way?
Down there,
A little higher?
a little higher.
Pretty there? Yeah. It's actually, if you go like this and grab just below the nipple line, just below the bra strap, and you go to where the ribs are, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what, guys? How dare you? You didn't wear your bra today. We don't need to know that. Okay, so you're gonna, the diaphragm is just under here. So it separates the chest from the abdomen content, from the abdomen, right? So there's all this space right here, and that's why if a woman gets pregnant, she has a lot of reflux, because the diaphragm gets pushed up from the uterus and things get nasty. Actually, I have a friend who, oh good, we can make room here. Things get nasty. That's do it.
Everything gets nasty.
It's further down than, yeah, further down. What's that? The stomach is below the diaphragm, yeah. And the diaphragm is separating the chest from the abdominal hollow. Yeah, the abdominal cavity. Yeah, so if there isn't a lot of movement of the diaphragm, welcome. There could be less digestion, and that really affects energy, right? Like if it's hard to eliminate, if there's not incontinence, but just not getting a lot of elimination. So a lot of the bending and the twisting really helps with digestion. I can't even tell you how much of a difference it makes.
Wow.
I remember
That's
when I was
interesting to know.
pregnant
That's
and
interesting.
the medical doctor said to me, he said, you know, you might be constipated. And I was like, what is that, by the way? Like, is that a day, half a day, 4 hours? Too much information, I know, but
Yeah.
if you're bending and if you're rotating, you have good massage in through the GI tract, okay? And the other thing I wanted to say about being pregnant and having all the nasty sensations from the gut being so squished is I had a friend who was pregnant and she called her doctor and she was on hold for a really long time. So while she was on hold and she thought that she was on hold, she just let it rip. So she was burping and belching and, you know,
She wouldn't know anybody
and
did
she was
that.
just letting it all out. And then this very quiet little mouse voice said, if you're finished, I'll put you through. Anyways, I just had to tell you that. But,
I'll put you through.
so she was belting and belching and burping on hold. So, So we get a lot of movement when we bend. So we start with bending and then we twist. So first we bend, then we anti-bend, if you will, and then we twist. So the twist is, we did, like this. And then the next twist is like this. You're gonna turn to your left side, and you're gonna take your arms onto the back of the chair. There, you turn, and you have your feet on this side. So we can
Okay. Oh, I'm getting kinks.
Yeah, good. So you got your feet on the left side. Feet are flat, and then you're going to take the arms behind the chair and really lift yourself. Now notice that the shoulders don't lift. You want to keep the shoulders down?
Ouch.
Yes.
That hurts. Move your legs over. Move your legs. Yeah, like that. And then, yeah.
So there's, perfect. So there's this real rise up.
Rise up.
Good. Now, still feel your right foot. John, you can press your feet down. Yep, press the feet down. That will help you to, even when I come here, I'm bossing my housemaid around. When you turn to your left. Yeah, can you take this left hand? Oh, it might be too much to go back. Oh.
You're doing good.
Yeah, stay there.
I don't know what I'm doing, really.
Drop this right shoulder.
Nothing's working.
That's better. So you lift right from the low back, right from here. Okay.
So we're grabbing with our right hand.
Yes, and the left one. And then that you can kind of use the bend of the elbows down to rotate you to your left a lot. And you keep the feet pressed as you get that really nice lift out of the rib cage. And you look back to your left and you keep the chin slightly dropped, okay? So you don't have to lift. A lot of people, when they think of being tall, they lift their chin and they get a bit tight in the back of the neck. You actually want to keep your chin slightly dropped. And then you can come on back to your center. Oh, that was good. And then let's come to the other side. So you're going to turn, bring your feet over to the right side of the chair.
Around. You're facing Michelle.
That's good.
You're facing me.
Okay, that's good. And you're really lifting from the rib cage. Good. And then you take that right hand behind if it's okay.
Grab
And
it
then the
back to
left
the chair.
hand, and you turn and rotate.
Yeah.
And still feel the left bum down. So you still want to really, lift from there. So good. That's really good. And John, you can just drop the shoulder a bit. Yeah, exactly. So you're lifting from the back, but you're keeping the shoulders dropped. Yeah. That's really good. And then the right shoulder down a bit. Yes. So the left yeah. Drop your chin slightly. Very good.
Your phone doesn't fall out of your pocket.
Okay. All right, and then come on back to your center. How did that feel? Good.
All right.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't really feel it that much.
No, I didn't either, really.
You didn't feel
I
too
didn't
much?
know
I
how much
really
my
didn't
back
feel
was
it
tight.
very much.
What's that?
I didn't realize how much, how tight that was.
Isn't that the truth? That is the truth. I mean, you felt a little. Oh, yeah, that can happen. Okay, it was pleasant. Can I show you? Sure. Good. Bring this feet over. Both feet are planted. And now you got both sides of the hip down. This hand is behind the chair. Yes. And if you pull them, you can turn them. But if they're together, they're just gonna mush. So you wanna really have that lift, and then there's more space to rotate. Did you feel that okay, or was that too much?
What was the question?
Did you feel that all right? Did that
I
feel?
felt that, but what it did was sometimes, the ribs on the back can pop a little bit. And if I had continued, it would have popped out.
Yes.
I could feel it.
Got
So
it. Okay.
I was severe with it.
Okay, thank you. Looking over. Okay, so that's the spinal twist. And then, the next one that I think you'll find really useful is, I think I'm trying to talk you into it. Okay, the next one, you're gonna take your right leg up, and then you're gonna take the leg to the top of the knee. Yes?
Sure.
Okay, good.
Oh.
And then, if you
can't do
can,
it.
keep the toes pulling back. Yeah, and that's just gonna track the knee. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
you're
feel that.
going to very bravely, where no person has gone before, come forward and to wherever you get. Yeah, that's
I can't do it.
Yes.
I can't get my leg over, huh?
Yes.
Well, I see the show off.
Yes, she is. You're showing off.
I think we should keep her. Joyce, I think we should keep her. Oh,
That's really good. So you can let your head drop.
oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Oh,
I don't think you can do that.
That's good. You're there. You're there. The range that you're at with your breathing is your practice. That's your pose. That's your yoga. Yeah. So let's say you've been
Okay.
sitting for an hour.
oh,
Please do this.
yeah,
Please do
for
this.
sure.
After every hour, you need 2 minutes of movement, preferably to get up. So you've been sitting for 1 hour, you need 2 minutes of movement. This is so important for the brain. Imagine that, we know that.
That's interesting to know.
Not just the spine, but the brain. Remember, this is the brain. This spinal column is the brain, right?
Right.
So it's really important to move the spine to help the brain pathways. Yeah, it's quite fascinating what we know. Do you know, ever since 1982, we know more about the brain because of PET scans. It was in the medical community, the 1980s was considered the decade of the brain. The age of the brain came in.
With a PET scan.
So it's like a scan of the brain. So seeing what's happening in there, if there's any blockages of blood flow,
Thank you.
anything, yeah, any tumor, anything like that. We are living at the best time to have a body.
Yeah.
We can measure almost everything now. It's quite incredible. Yet our quality of life is more rushed and stressed than it was before.
Mm-hmm.
So we have great information, but we've got to learn to be really kind to our bodies and listen to it. Yes.
When you go grocery shopping and you have the grocery cart, is that exercise?
What do you think? What do you think?
I don't know. I
It's
think
it's
good for the
movement. It's movement.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
Well, it's some type of movement.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah.
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 If it's got some weight in it, then the act of pushing it and steering it.
Absolutely.
But if the car doesn't work, it's even more movement.
That's right. Yeah, so try to get the non-working cart. Try to get the non-working cart. And then you're on your cart and you could do a quad stretch, right? You could do balance. You're holding onto your cart, you're in line for 4 minutes, and you just do a little bit of balance. You know, so throughout the day, really use every opportunity to stretch. You know, just really be wiggly, be super wiggly. You know, you can stretch your wrist while you're sitting. I do that at every stoplight because I do a lot of Thai massage, and now I don't get any problems because I just make sure I stretch the wrists every day, right? So that's a great stretch to do.
I get a lot of cramps in my legs, and I find if I walk on it, it does make a big difference. It makes a big difference. The pain goes away almost instantly.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I have dementia.
And do you get much movement in?
As much as I can.
Yeah,
I have a daughter who makes sure I do.
that's good. That's good. Okay, the next one is, this is a really cool pose in yoga called eagle. And it's called eagle pose because it's all about focus. So I'm just going to show you the pose in yoga. It's about balance. So you anchor into the standing leg. You take this leg up.
Oh.
You take it around.
That
and then you
looks
take
like
this side up and you drop. Now we do it in the chair exactly the same way. So we take the right leg up. We'll do that one first.
Right, okay.
And it doesn't matter how far across you go. And I'm gonna rest this shoulder again, I can tell. You're gonna take so we've got our right knee on, top, we take our right elbow on top. I'm gonna rest the shoulder, and then do the wrap I just did. So you've got the elbows wrapped, beautiful.
I do this. It's difficult to get at first.
Like
So
this?
you're coming around so
I don't even know if I'm doing
that,
it.
Just
hold
gotta
your
flip
two
it
hands
around.
together. Your fingers of your left arm, hand are in the center of your.
He's got his hands separate.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's good, John. You're doing like a crazy rotation. You don't even have to go that far. You could do a single rotation, like this arm on top,
Yeah, I see it like that.
and then moving the hand towards that one, and it's the elbow that's coming around.
Oh, this way.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
All right. And then it feels weird because your hands aren't where you're expecting them.
Yes.
That's okay. That's okay.
I don't even know if I'm.
Because if you go, I'll show you on my good side. If you have that elbow forward, you're still going to expand. You're still going to expand the back of the shoulder, and you'll still receive a stretch. Yeah, so that's okay.
My left hand
Yeah.
into my
Okay.
right palm.
And then we switch. So now we take left leg on top. you gotta unfurl yourself. And then left arm on top. So the leg on top is the arm on top. So left leg on top. I'm gonna rest my shoulder. You're gonna take your left arm on top of your right elbow, and then you are like that. Yep. Yeah.
So you get your fingers again.
I guess.
So we're doing our fingers into.
Yeah, you are.
It's, you rotate your hands this
You're in
way.
the right spot.
And then
You're
you
in the
can-
right spot.
Can you go?
Yeah. If I can reach.
Oh, yeah.
No, makes sense,
So what you do.
Piano playing for years, it does.
As far as you can.
This is good. Okay, so perfect. How did that one feel?
Felt good.
Sore, yeah,
I
sore.
feel a little
But
bit.
That's the other way to do it. You can do it
Bearable, okay.
that.
Yes. Why is it good pain?
Because you're stretching. But only going as far as you can.
Yeah. So you're,
If you can't do it because of your shoulders or your arms, that's fine. You just go, the idea is with, if I may,
please.
Yeah, that's easier, John.
what we're doing.
Yeah.
You're
they
doing
just-
to show.
Our left arm
Sure.
to be on
That was
top of
something
your.
I
can't do
read
So it's
about
telling your
left and
brain.
right brains.
It's
It
telling your
confuses
brain.
them, so it
This
resets
is what
them.
we're gonna do.
So it's a way,
We're
a
gonna
good
put
way
our
if your
I can't do it.
mind's going.
leg up, put our left arm on top. That's it.
But it
Then we're going to
confuses the left
trot
brains.
to grasp with
How
your
do you
fingers
feel
into
here?
your
Yeah,
palm.
when you've got your hands that way.
Did you say you can do it? Can't do it. It doesn't matter that the hands cross. It's just open the shoulder. Like right now, I can't do it, so to speak. And so I'm taking that elbow across, I'm taking the leg across, and I'm gonna breathe into what the body has. So I'm gonna create whatever stretch is right for what can happen. And that's the beauty of this practice, is you do what the body guides you to do with the breathing. Right? So that you're gently opening, and then it creates adaptation, because you're going a little bit further than you do during the day of activities of daily living. You do way more than you normally do. Yeah. Okay. Now, there's also a magic that can happen, and I'm kind of going past what I thought I'd tell you, because it's kind of mystical, it's kind of energetic. There's something that can happen when you're practicing yoga, that the prana or the life force or the divine takes over, and you're not thinking, and you just go further, and you can't explain it, but you feel so embodied, almost like you're in a prayer, but you can't believe it's 2 o'clock and you started praying at 20 to 2, and it's like, where did that go? Got 20 minutes. And I just want to show you a little story that I think I can show you because I can use my legs. In yoga, they call it lila, and it's basically play, where your body is being done by energy, but you're not doing it. It's not you doing it with your brain and your muscles. So I'm just going to show you this. So I have scoliosis, so I have a curved spine. I have I used to get all the pain here from the curve, and I couldn't get this knee to bend very much. So anyways, one day in Ashtanga Yoga, the style that I study, you take one ankle up, and then you grab that ankle and you fold forward. Now, I couldn't do it with this knee. And you always start with the right leg first, and I started with the left leg first, and I brought the foot up. Now I'm not going to wrap at the shoulder, and I came forward. And then I remembered that I had my left leg up and not my right, and that's the one that doesn't work. And as soon as I remembered, I was like,
Oh, really?
and I had to take my ankle off my knee because my cruciate ligament, my knee hurt so much. It was my brain that thought that I couldn't do it. But when I wasn't thinking, I could do the pose. Now, I'm not saying that we're stupid and we shouldn't listen to pain. I'm saying that sometimes a magic going past what's logical occurs, where you go way further because you're breathing, because you're so into the present moment. You're so embodied that you have a grace that takes over, that gives you a further range of motion, a further flexibility. So I mention that to wish it for you, that you have that prana, that life force move through you and do you, and you come along for the ride. And as time goes by and the more you stretch or practice yoga, the greater the range of motion. I'm stating the obvious, except a lot of people think as you get older, you get less flexible. In yoga, you get more flexible because you've had another 30 years to practice. So your range gets better. So you probably, maybe, well, I have, because everybody sends them to me, have seen all the YouTubes with, you know, the yogis with their legs behind their head and all of it, because they have practiced all their life. So their flexibility is huge because they keep building it. And that's that is what happens. So I just wanted to add that it can be quite magical to keep practicing and see a grace that takes over your practice.
I think that's the key. So it's a practice.
Yes, perfect.
Just like
Could you teach us? We're going to switch it on. Just kidding. Because you're really knowing the flavor of yoga. You understand.
I've had to learn, teach, retrain my brain, and I've been going into that and touched on the brain a little bit, but I'd like to expand on what my experience has been, and that's part of the practice, is sharing what I've learned.
Yes.
And it's always a little bit at a time, we can always learn.
Yes. Thank you. I did not know there was a dog there. All of a sudden your bag moved and I was like, what happened?
These are magical.
Oh, lovely. Okay,
And
so
like you were saying, the dog pose and the stretch in the morning. Each morning, yeah, he does the stretch, gets me to do a stretch.
awesome. That's brilliant. That is brilliant.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So the next pose I'm going to show you, we're going to do it very slowly, and that's code for it might be nasty. I don't know. But we're going to rotate to your right and bring both legs to your right.
Okay. I can't get my legs around, but.
Yeah. And then we're going to go to the edge of the chair with our bums.
Sure.
So that and you might be there.
I'm there.
Perfect. And then you're going to take that outside leg back to wherever you can. And I got up and I'm splitting it, so I'm putting my crotch in the middle, just to show you what could be. And then your hands are down, or, and we're going to see, Or I'm gonna do one arm to rest my shoulder, or you have both arms up and you lift from the rib cage.
I don't know if I'm doing this right.
Uh-huh. And
I
that,
can
that,
feel it
that
anyway.
rise from the rib cage. So you're squaring your
can't
hips
do
to the
this
front as you come up and as you lift from the rib cage. Do you want to work? Okay. Can I show modifications for this one?
I'm staying out of this one.
Have the leg here. You might even be doing here.
Okay. Oh my God.
Perfect, perfect. So you can, as John is as well, you can have that leg back, and then you can turn and lift this way. And both arms, I'm gonna rest my shoulder, both arms coming up, so you're like this. If that works. Yep, yep, exactly, exactly. How is that? Is that like more to me?
Yes.
That's what it is. Haven't heard that for a
Okay,
while.
yeah. So the arms are
Is
up.
it in?
And good. And when all your arms are up like this, then I go, give me your lunch. Okay.
Keep on.
Okay, so how did that feel? What's that? Oh, good. Okay, so now as you are doing, turn to your left. Have your feet to the left side, feet are apart, feet are on the ground as you lift from
The
there.
opposite.
Really
Okay,
good,
stay
you're
there.
square to that side. And then whatever you can do, take that leg to wherever you can go. I'm gonna show with the leg behind. And then lifting from the rib cage. You'll have both arms up, I'm resting my shoulder. You're gonna rise from the rib cage, so you really lengthen up, the shoulders are down. Breath, really good, really good. The focal point is straight ahead. You look up so that you get more lift of the spine and breath. And then come down. Okay, come on down. And then taking that leg back. That was a hard one. Okay, good, good. And then the next one, I'll just show you, in yoga we do this. We do warrior, and we have a wide stance because that'll pull the hip down. I'm gonna rest the shoulder, but the arm would be up. And you just gaze beyond the middle fingers. You don't lunge, so it's not like in fencing where you lean. It's actually your body is back, and you're just gazing beyond the fingers. This arm would be out, and you direct this right knee forward and the left hip back. So we can do that and take it to the chair by having that left leg back, and your arm will be up, I'll stay down, and then you lift, and you're gazing past the middle finger. That just directs the spine. You're breathing in and out through the nose as always. Excellent. Good. And then, do you remember the FTD man? The guy who does, no. I used to be a florist. The FTD man, he's jumping in the air. Anyways, it's kind of like that. So you're opening, lifting, but you're keeping your shoulders down so you don't reach perfect. And so the hands will be just a little bit lower than the shoulders. And you're pressing your back like that. And then you come back and come on to the other side. So you're gonna turn, face the other side with just that we're to our left. And just the left leg in front and the right leg behind and the arms back. And you know, the leg is pretty straight. So you get a pretty good lift. Yep, that's it, John. And the right shoulder is back. Yeah, that's really good. Actually, where you were was fine. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna turn you a little bit. That's good. Hold on. Yeah, that's good. You can take this arm straight back. And then drop it and come back to the middle. Okay. Good. Any comments about anything so far?
Easier to do without the chair.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
I've done some yoga, and we did that, like there was different warrior poses and that. And one of the things the yoga teacher said was, yoga is not to be endured, it's to be enjoyed.
Right.
Perfect.
Did you say it's
Yeah.
easier to do it on a chair?
I found it easier without the chair.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, the next one is very similar to what we just did. And we're gonna turn to our right again. I'm gonna demonstrate first. So we turn to our right, we warrior the back leg back. Feel free to do this standing, by the way. And then you're going to come up, lean back, and take this arm up. And this is warrior 3. So you're coming up and you're lengthening. So if I'm doing the standing version, I've got my leg back, I'm squared to the front, so I'm not turned, squared to the front. Rise, press that hand down to pull the shoulder, rise up with the hand, and just feel yourself rise up from your center as the arm basically cascades in a waterfall high, up and over.
Oh, that,
Yeah, it's better when you're standing, I notice. It's easier.
Yeah, good. And that's the beauty, is you could do this standing or seated. If you need
Yeah.
seated for balance, then you would do it seated.
But
Okay,
you
good.
can use your left hand to balance yourself on the chair.
Yeah, that's nice. Good, and then we turn to your other side. Standing, just turn to the other side. So we turn, face the left. Have the left knee in front for those who are in the chair. Take the right leg back. Beautiful. Good. I'm gonna keep my arm down to rest the shoulder. You're gonna bring it up. So just as we were.
Whatever.
So it's like this.
Kink.
Yep. Coming up and over and over.
Oh, I just got rid of a kink.
Really lifting. Nice. You can get used to that. Yeah. You
Yeah.
get rid of a lot of kinks.
Yeah.
You'll have cracks, pops, a rib
That's
go
nice.
back in.
Nice.
Neat stuff.
Okay.
And then you come on back. Okay, really good. Now let me just see if I want to give you. Yeah. So those are the poses. How does your body feel?
Better.
Better?
Of course, there's a big,
Please.
a little
The
difference.
temperature of your apartment affect your arthritis?
Yes, it would be, if you're doing exercise, keep it at what you normally do, like if it's at a higher temperature. Now I'm gonna give a sideways answer. This is not about arthritis. It's better for the brain to have under 65 degrees when you're sleeping for the brain. So now I'm going into brain health. For arthritis, if the muscles are warm, of course they're going to work more easily, bend and range of motion. So the temperature of the apartment you'd want to keep warm for arthritis. Yeah. Yeah.
So what is hot yoga then? I hear about, my daughter's doing hot yoga, what's this?
Thank
Hot
you.
yoga?
Yeah.
What do you call
That's what she calls it, hot yoga.
Does anybody know what hot yoga is?
That's where
it?
they.
Oh, hatha yoga.
Well, it's like doing
Yes.
your sauna.
You go into a hot room, it's 110 degrees Fahrenheit, and you practice, or 104, I forget which one, and you go in and they have a sequence of poses that they do, which are very strong. So for example, they do a balance, they come out, and then they do all these very, very strong poses with the high heat, so they sweat more. So it's kind of like sauna in movement. And I would say it is the most popular yoga in Toronto, Ontario.
Oh, is that right?
It's the most popular. Why? Because it's fitness, right? It's fitness, it's exercise. And people want exercise that's gonna burn body fat. So it really helps to keep the body fit, athletic, lean. It's not really yoga, it's more fitness. And bless it, because I would say it's brought hundreds of thousands of people to the practice of yoga. Yoga is a practice. As soon as you're ambitious about trying to get your head to your knees, you're exercising. That's great. That's stretching, that's exercising. Yoga is more like you're gonna breathe, see what happens, it's interesting, you're curious, it's mystical, you have these flushes of energy that you know, and that's the practice. But as soon as you try to do a good pose or do it like the teacher, you're thinking, and now you're in exercise, which is great, do exercise. But when you get on the yoga mat, could you do yoga, which is to practice yoga? Could you just feel how to breathe, how to lengthen, how to let the pose do you? Does anybody know Esther Myers when she was here? Esther Myers? So, okay, so she used to say, first you do yoga, and then yoga does you. And it's true. And I can't tell you how that becomes a daily experience when you practice yoga. I guess I've been practicing about 33 years. And it's just like you gotta do it. You just gotta do it. And then there is the magical experience where your arm raises and you're not doing it. And that's that life force is filling the arm. And if you've ever seen somebody practicing Tai Chi in the park,
Yeah.
and it's like they are Tai Chi. They're not doing it, they're not brushing the dragon. Their body is being done by the Chi. This is the beauty of this practice of yoga, is that you're letting the prana, the life force, do you and move you, just like a fire hose filled with water, that everything becomes longer because you're in it, you're being it, you're not doing it. You know, again, I have nothing against hot yoga, or yoga has turned into an industry, so I'm going to answer it that way. It's a big business. It's a big business. There's yoga chains like Walmart. There's businesses, and there's yoga competitions in the States, of course, where they compete in a pose. Like, seriously? So yoga has turned into an industry, and again, bless it, because that means that hundreds of thousands of people are practicing yoga. They're more practicing stretching.
Yeah,
However, they're very fit, and it's working. So hot yoga is for very fit people. I would say, let's say I've had 1,000 people come through my yoga studio. I would say that 300 of them have maybe 100 have tried hot yoga, and 40% love it because it's so hard, and 60% said I almost threw up. Like it's very challenging.
Yeah.
So it's excellent for somebody who's really fit and wants the rigor, like a routine that you follow. And a lot of people need a routine. They need structure.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're doing it to stay mobile, to have good posture, to help your breathing, you don't have to go to that severe of a class. Like
I wouldn't be touching that.
No. But it's nice to know what it is, and yeah, what it is.
Now I know what it is.
Yeah. Any other questions?
I have a question about the breathing technique, because what I've been doing is like exhaling through the mouth.
Exhaling through the mouth, yes.
So, with the practice of yoga, you want to inhale
Through the nose, yeah, through the nose.
What about the exhale part being longer?
Yes,
than
thank
the
you.
Inhale?
Yes, it's really helpful to have a longer exhale. It has an immediate relaxation response on the nervous system. So if let's do this together.
4, 7, 8.
Pardon me?
4, 7, 8.
Yes, that would be good. And so breath retention, you could breathe in for 4. I'll do a shorter one, 4, 6, and 7. So what that is, 4, 6, and 7, is you breathe in for a count of 4, and then for a count of 6, you just retain the breath. And then you slowly let it out, like opening up the mouth of a balloon, and let it out for 7 seconds. So it's very slow. So I'll do it if you want to start now, or if you want to just watch. So breathe in for 4. I'll try to be as audible as I can. So breathing in for 4. Retain the breath for 6. I'm retaining it, but I'm not doing this. So it's in, and it's creating energy in the abdominal cavity. And then I exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if I had any stress before doing that, I probably lost the thought. It's probably left. So this is the highest order of mental health, is breathing. It's the one thing that is absolutely scientifically proven to take us into a present moment, into helping alleviate anxiety or anything. Remember, anxiety and depression show up the same in the brain. They show up the same. So if you're like, you can't do anything, or you're really anxious and you can't go out, you're having the same lockdown. And so if you breathe, you're going to affect the capacity for your brain to go into stress, but for yourself to not believe it. Just know, oh, I'm trying to get upset about that, but I don't really need to. It's like you just watch it. It's like you're mindful of it rather than it takes you over. So yeah, so doing breathing in for 4, retaining the breath for 6, exhaling for 7. Anything, and you can increase the amount of time that you retain the breath and then increase the amount of time that you exhale. So my teacher, we used to exhale for 20 because she was really I was very anxious, so she was really working on the exhale. And I'm not kidding, I thought I was gonna die. When she said retain the breath, we retain the breath for 20 and then exhale for as long as we could. I don't know how long it was, but it was longer than 20. And I'd be holding the breath and like, I'm gonna die. Because it would access all the held, frantic, chaotic, mental, emotional energy that's in the body. And you're meeting it. All of this, nothing bad happens. It's like and then you exhale and you release all of that stress and all that chaotic energy. So retaining the breath really is like a form of cleansing. It's a way that you retain the breath and there's a stilling of the consciousness, the mind's energy. So consciousness is mind's energy. And you start to pause the body and then you exhale. And this is the way that we can regulate hard emotions. No emotion is wrong. Grief, sadness, depression, all of those are real. And can you still be here and have them? And you don't have to get rid of them because they'll come back.
Is that good for when you're anxious to do something?
Yes.
To
Yes.
breathe?
Yes.
If you're really anxious to do something.
Yes, it is. Really, really good idea. Yes. So if you're-
Celeste is
The
gonna
great
come
thing
back.
about it is it can be so discreet.
Pardon me?
It can be done so discreetly.
Exactly.
Yes.
No one knows.
You can do it anywhere.
No one
Yeah.
knows.
Celeste is going to be coming back again, and I think you're going to do a little more about the breathing. It'll be
Yes, yeah.
gentle exercise and
We'll
breathing as well.
cover the brain, and I'm probably going to bring a friend of mine who specializes in the brain, if she's available.
Do you know that respiratory rehabilitation teaches breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth?
Yes, yes, it does. Yeah. So for those that are asking that question about breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, if you have learned that from a practitioner or a medical person, keep it. Yeah, keep it. That's what is needed.
And that's good, so when you're in the store and you're waiting in line and you're anxious to get through, just breathe, right?
Exactly. Exactly. It's perfect.
Sometimes when you're shopping, there's a big lineup and someone comes up to the line with a big bag of pennies or something. And you gotta wait.
But you're smiling about it, so
That's right. He's always
Or buying lottery tickets
You're
at
very
petrol.
I'm glad you're not going to self-checkout.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Celeste. Thank you, Michelle. Nina. We will send a link out to everybody.
Excellent.
Yep,
Okay.
You can,
Yeah.
yeah.
we'll
Okay,
figure
right.
it out. Okay, good.